Hello fellow YouTubers and welcome back to ReeYees Retro Toys. On today's episode I am headed back to the Greencastle Toy and Collectible Show up in Greencastle, Pennsylvania. I wasn't able to make it to the last couple of shows due to other things going on, but any toy show, local toy show I can go to go pick and hunt vintage toys is all good for me. So I'm going to try to get a little bit of video, what these vendors have, and hopefully I come back with some awesome vintage toys. So let's head on over to Greencastle and see what I come back with. Wish me luck.
Riding this road, nowhere to go but straight ahead. This old black ribbon has got me in its power.
We took all three shelves, Oh, he made 4 pages of paper.
And my snowcat. I forgot to take video while I was there. Yeah, I was going to say. No, so what'd you get? You said snowcat? I gave him my snowcat when I was a kid because I was pretty busted up. And I think I gave him whatever figures I had left. I'm kind of hoping he still has them. So I'd like to restore them. He had a Rolling Thunder too. I remember going to his house. That thing, Rolling Thunder, yes, that thing is nuts. That was like the best late G.I. Joe vehicle. The other ones get a little weird.
I'm still looking for the Silver Mirage, which is the silver motorcycle with the sidecar.
And this guy here was just saying they picked up the chromed out chrome grid under that. I know why that's gone. That's just like the old A12s. That's the original before the SR70. He's a little dark colored, so I'm going to say he's more than likely the Smithsonian version, but there's just slight paint differences between them.
Oh, it does, man. It takes me a long time.
I'll bet.
To edit it all and add the music and all that stuff.
Oh,
There's more than boxes at the bottom.
okay. Thank you.
So that's probably part of the problem. But I mean, that means that this is nothing but
Oh, he was down there.
Yep. That's good.
I'm just curious because I got the time.
Hello, sir. I was asking 10 on that one. That's one in 3 pounds.
Some of them others a little different places.
If it isn't too far.
There's some nice ones here.
Yeah, broke out the expensive stuff.
Yeah. It's getting harder and harder to find.
You've got a couple little noises in it. Like, if it lasts me a year, I'll be good.
It's a nice 3PO.
I've done put almost 2,000 miles on it.
Man, the Amigos. Incredible.
The loose ones here, we could sell them all for a certain amount.
Okay.
Anybody's interested.
Yeah, that's Dukes of Hazzard there, right?
Yeah, we got Spider-Man and Superman and Evil Knievel, it's a Star Trek, Under the Apes guy.
Okay.
They're original.
That's Fonzie, right?
That's fun.
Tear them down and put them about this high. So we'll bring this up real quick. Get my phone. Bring it in and show it to you. Because that smell that came out. And
How's it going?
Good, good. You were set up at the Comic-Con
Yes, I was.
a couple weeks ago.
Yes, I was. I'm flying here today. Another long drive from Baltimore.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but I decided to take the back route.
In Cumberland. This girl just started a vintage retro toy store and gaming and stuff. Really? And it's the pink card that's here. Go ahead and take one of those. That's her card. But she just opened the store, and I'm like trying to get anybody who can to go and shop there because I'm tired of driving an hour to go see toy stores.
Yes.
I drove yesterday to Lancaster to pick up a Sky Raven for PIU.
I was really scraping the bottom of the barrel there to get kind of where all the stores are, and it always amazed me that people go Facebook and search Google and still toy store.
And I'll tell you what, if you need any excitement video, there's no action.
You guys do need to check out Matt, you might not even know about in Baltimore, over by, and they have a great little, so they barely have enough room to expand out. They got lots of movies here, and lots of like loose bag figures, so it's easy to see.
If you do it right and you have any store, I will shop any day. If I can't get through your aisles, and it's too crowded, and my only problem with the store again is
Look over here on the side here, you've got G.I.
so I'll be
Joe,
brutally honest. I
vehicles.
don't get paid by any of them to do this. But if
Definitely.
Wait, who are you?
Who are you? There's ReeYees.
What's up, man?
Definitely check him out on YouTube.
We do our best, right?
Yeah, we try. I was like, a lot of people remembers the Tiger Force. The helicopter a couple times, but I never seen this one in person, the jet. I've seen that one many times.
Random treasures, that's it.
random treasures.
Yeah.
Okay guys, so I am back from the Greencastle Toy and Collectible Show up in Pennsylvania. I had another fantastic time toy hunting. There were a lot of the same vendors there, so I was kind of familiar with what they bring. So I was able to dig through some bins and uncover some really cool vintage toys that I was actually looking for and not just randomly picking up. I also got to run into many of my Instagram buddies who go to this show, so it was great talking toy talk with them, catching up, seeing what they're finding out in the wild, the frustrations of buying new stuff as we are all experiencing. And I also ran into my buddy Matt, who I met at the toy exchange that you saw in my last video. So we ended up talking and ended up going to Kryptonite Toys after the show and picking up some more goodies. So, without further ado, let's get to the toys. Okay, so the first items I picked up were a couple of mint-on-card Robin Hood Prince of Thieves figures. Here is the Longbow Robin Hood, and this is from the fine folks at Kenner in 1991. The Star Wars collectors know that they reused the Gamorrean Guard body for Friar Tuck in this line. So a lot of us Star Wars guys want to actually get that Friar Tuck figure as well. They also reused the Ewok playset as well. And they even used the battle wagon again. You can see there on the back of the card the various vehicles and playsets for this line and how they reused those Ewok vehicles for the Prince of Thieves line. And so there's a carded Robin Hood for my collection. And I also got the Sheriff of Nottingham, played by the incredible Alan Rickman in the film. All of us know him as Gruber in the Die Hard series. He's coming off the card a little bit. Looks like they weren't stored very well back in the day, but he's complete. He's still attached, and I figured both of these were, he had them marked 10, but I got them both for 15. So I figured why the heck not, and add a couple carded Robin Hood pieces to my collection. The other carded piece that I found was this Space Marine Atax from the Kenner Aliens line. He wasn't, you know, a hugely popular figure back in the day. More or less like almost like a peg warmer. The proof of purchase is cut out. Looks like whoever owned him previously sent in for some sort of mail away. Other than that, you know, it's in decent shape. It'd be a good opener if somebody wanted to open him, but even with the pop cut out, I don't even think I'm going to open him. I figured why not? I got him for $10, which is about what you would get him loose complete for, plus shipping. So I figured that was a good deal. I got this from my buddy Ecto Toys, who's on Instagram. So another cartoon that I've been getting into is Conan the Adventurer from 1992. It was the last creation of Sunbow, the same company that did the G.I. Joe series. I got into it basically on a whim because I found season 1 at Big Lots for like $3. So I figured, you know, okay, I'll add it to my cartoon collection. But I'm really enjoying it. I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't. I know a lot of us focus on the 80s only, but there were some really cool cartoons and toy lines in the early 90s as well. So check out that cartoon if you haven't. But I was happy to find this Amman figure, who is the main villain in the series. So this is the Demon Hunter Amman that came packaged with an exclusive horse. So a Demon Hunter battle stallion. And he had gold armor, which is why he has that back metal sword. But he also came with a helmet and a shield, and then the horse he came with also had some gold armor. And so these Hasbro Conan figures have a gimmick here. They have a pull string. And first of all, these are giant figures, guys. These are like 7 or 8 inches. So they're really nice sized action figures. And so what you would do, it's pretty simple. You just hold the torso, pull out the string, and here we go. Like that. So that is Amman. And then I got 5 Chuck Norris Karate Commandos figures from the same vendor. I dug these out of a bin, and including the rare Ninja Master and Ninja Serpent figures that came out later in the line. So I was happy to find these guys. And here is Undercover Agent Chuck Norris with his fancy Marty McFly vest, or construction worker vest, however you want to look at it.
Chuck Norris, Karate Commandos.
Break it up, crack it down, fight forces of evil wherever they're found.
Figures sold separately. Chuck Norris, Karate Commandos. Chuck Norris, Super Ninja, Reed Smith, Chemo, and other figures sold separately. New from Kenner.
And so these Chuck Norris action figures had built-in mechanics and action features. They varied slightly from figure to figure. A lot of arm winding, waist squeezing or twisting, waist twisting, stuff like that. So this undercover agent, Chuck Norris, you push his arm like that, and you'll hear a click, and then you just pull out on his right arm, and he flips over like that. And a click, and he flips over like that. So, awesome ninja kicking Chuck Norris action. And here's one of Chuck's buddies, Tabe, and his action feature, you basically just pull his arms apart like that, and they click into place, and then you squeeze his legs, and his arms go back. They don't really move a lot, but just enough. And so the gimmick was that he was supposed to bash the enemy's head between these two shields, which he did a lot in the cartoon if you've watched it. And he's 100% complete. I actually had a loose Tabe, but not any of his accessories, so that's why I picked this guy up. And this is another one of Chuck's buddies, Reed Smith. He has part of his accessory, but it's missing the other half. He had a staff here that, see, there's a slot there that the other half of the staff goes into, so I'll need to track that down. But his action feature is you basically stand him here or hold him up like this, and you press his arms together, and he does double kicking action. How one can kick like that and stay in the air, I don't know. But that was his action feature for Reed Smith. And here is the harder to find ninja Serpent, and it is basically a black version of the purple one that had come out earlier in the line. And he has his red sword, but he's missing his red foot spike that attached to his heel down here. But I was just happy to find him because he's kind of one of the harder ones to find in the line. And so his gimmick is you basically hold down his left leg and you twist his torso, and he kicks back and forth here, like this. So see his leg kicks back and forth, like that. So again, you know, another interesting feature that adds those ninja action moves to these action figures. And then the last of the Chuck Norris figures I got was this Ninja Master. He does not have any of his accessories. He came with different black accessories, like a morning star and I think a blade. His action feature does not work, unfortunately. But other than that, he's in pretty good shape. And much like the Ninja Serpent, this Ninja Master is more difficult to find. His gimmick was that you were supposed to wind up his arm like this and then pull out, and his arm is supposed to rotate. But what I'll do, I'll show you what the Black Ninja, so this is the original release from the first wave, and so you wind his arm like this, and there he goes, like that. Has that, hear all that clicking, and just like that. So they're pretty much the same action figure, as you can see, but this red guy here, he's a little bit more rare. And then I added a couple extra Gobots to the collection. This is the Super Gobots Defender.
never forget the day your home was invaded by Super Gobots, each sold separately from Tonka.
Unfortunately, he is missing his treads. He had some rubber treads that went along there of the tank. And then he also had one extra piece here of his cannon. It was kind of a wider part. This is just the tip part. But I didn't have him in my collection. And you know, I'm always looking for additional Gobots to add. And the Super Gobots are cool because it was their attempt at, you know, competing with the size of the original G1 Transformers. And I like this guy. He's definitely a cool figure. And then I found Major Mo, who is a regular sized Gobot. And he has kind of a basic transformation like that, where the arms pop out, the head flips up, and the legs flip down. And the last item I picked up is this awesome Rambo and the Force of Freedom Skywolf vehicle. And it even came with an extra Rambo to put in there. And here's a closer look at the Skywolf. See the stickers there on the side? It's in really nice shape. Unfortunately, it's missing the yellow bombs that go in here. It came with 8 total yellow bombs that go into these guns under the wings. But it did come with that spare Rambo, like I said. It's got some stickers there in the cockpit area. And it has this pretty cool action feature here on the back, or on the bottom here. It's like this. You push it and the wings collapse. So you can kind of sit it like that. But then push it back and the wings pop out like that. So this was my second vehicle of the Rambo line. I only have the Defender 6x6 vehicle, so I was happy to find this Skywolf vehicle. So that's it, guys. That's what I picked up at the Greencastle Toy Show, and the one item I picked up at Kryptonite Toys afterwards. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button if you did, and subscribe to my channel at ReeYees Retro Toys for all of your toy hunting needs. Thanks for watching, and keep on hunting.
I'm walking down